dancing, chat. We're dancing. We're dancing. We're dancing. Hello, chat. Hello. Hi. Good morning. Good day. Good afternoon. Good evening. And welcome. I'm incredibly washed out today. Why is that? Lower this a tiny bit. Be a bit better. A bit slightly less. Maybe. Hello. Hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome. It's another Cities Weekly stream. With me, Jan. I'm the community ambassador here at City Skylines. And it's just me here and Ben in the studio today, so it took us a couple minutes longer to get everything set up. I hope you don't mind. We're gonna continue our kind of little live build we've been doing. Our little vanilla build we've been doing in the city. So we're just gonna kind of continue that. So if you have any questions about Plazas and Promenades or any of the new CCPs, feel free to let me know. When will the graphic glitches on Exo finally be bailed, and when will concerts finally come to console? Concerts, I don't know. It's something I can bring up. As for the graphics glitches on console, there is a patch in the works. Ooh, pardon me. I don't entirely know when it's going to be available. But there is a patch in the works. That's the best I can do, chat. That's the best I can do. Even Cuboid in Twitch chat though. All right, we're gonna do a little bit more building over here. I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like doing more stuff around here. But yes, their patches are kind of they are in the works. Put it that way. So we are hoping soon. Hello, Minxie. Hi. Hello. Welcome, chat. And one of the things that I thought would be kind of cool, even though this is like a very kind of old-looking hotel, I figured we'd do a pool. A pool, I thought would be a cool little addition behind the hotel. Or near the hotel. At the hotel. You're happy when the bugs are fixed. Concerts would be great if it were to come. Yeah, I don't know about concerts. Concerts are one of those expansions that I'm not entirely sure why they aren't available. So do we have a pool as a unique? I know we have some in... We should have some. Oh, this is the Hotel Oasis. We can use this. I've got an idea. I've got an idea, chat. It's gonna be great. Move it coming to PS5? Probably not. At least not to my knowledge. But it's definitely something that I know has been discussed before. So potentially, maybe one day. I accidentally made this road a pedestrian plaza. I'm just gonna do that to it. Now, I do want to... I wish I could move it a little bit closer. I could, actually. Let me redo that. I could have done it better. Disable. No, don't snap. No. No. we... Eh. If we do it just like that, and when I add this on, but a tiny bit closer. You think the game audio is duplicated? Is the game audio duplicated, Ben? Is it something you can look at? How is this space already occupied? I made a note that's too short. Doesn't like short notes. This is the other way around. There we go. Ben says it should be all good. I trust Ben. If it's not, blame Ben. It's definitely Ben's fault. If it's still broken, it's all Ben's fault. I'm just gonna rely on that tactic today. Should be all good now. And I just received a message about the console hotfixes. And I'm quite excited. I would love to share it with you guys, but I can't. Which is a shame. Let's do this, do a little bit of, actually, I'm gonna just demolish that for a second. Just a little bit of terraforming over here so it's a little bit smoother. Actually, it looks like it's gonna be fine if we just leave it like that. Now that's cool. Oh, Jan, you tease. I am a tease. I also have cookies. Just so you know. Which, for some reason, are getting green screened out. So, I have invisible cookies. Now, I don't know why they're getting green screened out. Because they're just cookie colored. Maybe if I hold them the other way around. There you go. They're quite hot cookies. No, Cuboid. No, we are not going to talk about that. No. That is not appropriate. Right. I think we need more trees. Need more of these. Look at them, they're so cute. Maybe a couple of these. Because I need to control and shift it a little. I like it. Just these ones. A couple more trees in. It's like a very nice, like, slightly foresty hotel. Slightly creepy foresty hotel. Which honestly, I would probably stay at. I'm gonna give them like a little like promenade thing going on there. For the cookie node texture to render. Yeah. Okay, I actually really like it. I want to put a folly like in the middle of nowhere. It just one of those things that always I find lovely is just having some sort of a weird feature in the middle of nowhere. Like you're walking around the park area, and then there's just a folly. Do we have any follies? We must have something in the prop section in here that we could use. We do have a lot of props. Now these are a bunch of props from Revo. Where does the biodome count as up? Okay. Let's see what kind of funky prop we can find. Can we find a funky prop? We could add one of these in. Just gonna put it over there. Gonna have a little folly. Trees always make it look nicer. It makes it feel fuller, so it's not as empty. Maybe we can make something with all of these stones. Alright, I'm really enjoying my cookie. I've been so busy all morning, I haven't had a chance to eat properly. So now I'm eating cookies to make myself feel better. I think that'll work quite well. Should we... I'm gonna put a fire tower right there. Make sure everyone's happy. I don't think any of those will be of any use. You know what we do need? I mean, we do have to put it somewhere. Where are we gonna put the chirpy balloon tour? There has to be a chirpy balloon tour. Where can we put it? Let's look. Where can we put our little chirpy balloon tour? Where can we put it, chat? Do you have any ideas? We might have to put it like in the actual city. Oh shit, something's on water over here. It's the fish market. Like, I think the chirpy balloon tour should be somewhere down here. There's also a lot of crime down here. Do we not have a police station down here? We do. Let's put in another one. And then on that corner. Like, I feel like we need a chirpy balloon tour, but I don't know where to put it. You know, we're gonna extend this road. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna extend this road. Oh, it's gonna like go over there. And we'll put the chirpy balloon tour right there. Look at it. This is a giant chirpy balloon. This is still one of my favorite things. We did it was part of the free patch for our 7-year anniversary. We've been around for 7 years. 7.5 years actually. Which I find kind of amazing. So I quite like it. It needs a little bit of something. So I think what we're gonna do is we're also gonna add another little bit. This is our Magica theme park. We're gonna add a little thing in between. If I can find the riding stables. There we go. And that should be enough to connect up. Yes, it is. Okay, we're gonna need to. I'm just gonna temporarily move it to this side so that I can do some global terraforming over here. Because again, I don't like these cliff sides everywhere. And I feel like ooh! I forgot it. There you go. That I don't have a thing. I don't have control of that. I clicked wrong. We're building a pit of doom. Maybe one day, but not today. Today is not the day for the pit of doom. I'm afraid that's not what's happening. Every week I need to get reused to the controls on this. But yeah, we have a little riding school. If we could, I would put like a pier on this side. We do have a really long pier. Wait, where is it? I've already again lost it. It's in here. This is really long pier. It's part of the Seaside Resort DLC. At the moment, the fishing lane goes right underneath it, so we're gonna have to fix that. There we go. We have our little pier. We're gonna give it water. And then we're gonna go into industrial. We're gonna go here under fish. I'm gonna pause for a second so that it doesn't freak out as much. I'm gonna delete these. We're just gonna reroute them. Just a tiny bit. There we go. Just so that they're not entirely like going under the pier. I think it's pretty important that things do not go under the pier. Well, more like through the pier in this case. I think that will work nicely. And then we'll do some more forestation around here. Make it look nicer. So I'm just gonna do a bunch of clicking. Bunch of clicking. They're not panic trees because we're not panicking. But they're trees. They're trees. You gotta love trees. And if you don't love trees, then I don't know what you're doing here on this channel, because we love trees. Everywhere. On all places. You have this game on your Nintendo? I do too, actually. Surprisingly. I don't know if it's really surprising, but I do too. I think it's quite fun to play on the Switch. Sadly, we don't support Switch anymore, so it doesn't get updates or new expansions, but that's due to the technical limitations of the console itself, so. It's really fun. You get the console experience. Can you see the whole city? Yes, in a minute. Let me finish plopping down a bunch of trees. Look at that. Look at that little forestation area. I think that looks a lot better. For some reason, it feels very New England. And I'm okay with that. So the rest of the city is more like just a... we're making it work kind of deal. We went with mid-century modern on this side. Like very mid-century modern. Well, it's purely mid-century modern actually. Kind of almost Beverly Hills type of feel. We've done some wall-to-wall plazas and promenades over here, kind of to build up the population a little bit, get them a place to be. Obviously, we're continuing to expand this as we go. Did a little bit of plazas and promenades down here, like a small downtown area, which I think works relatively well. No, switch to the I think it works relatively well. Obviously, we do have the this thing, the sorting centers. Call them the sorting centers and not the sorting centers. And then we just have some of the necessary industry we need to like make our city live and not complain too much. So I need to add a little bit too, because our industry meter is quite high. And actually it's getting a little bit polluty, so we're just gonna put the district over it. We're gonna go into policies, which is it has decided it doesn't want to do. Hello? Interesting. Why can I not see the policies window? My game broke. Who broke my game? We're not playing with any mods. Well, this is interesting. My policies. I can't set any policies. I was gonna set a policy here. Yeah, I'd probably just have to restart. We don't have time for that. Can we show you the smallest road? Sure, what kind of road? From the new expansions? The smallest road in general? Smallest road in the free patch? Smallest road in life? I don't know. You have the same problem. I'll let people know. I will let people know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, smallest road is very, it's very relative. It's a very relative term. I think policy stab is just the city Skylines thing, not the community thing. Yeah, I think so too. I'll investigate. Yeah, I can't do policies on any of these. Obviously, I can do them on the parks, but and the pedestrian areas. Hello, hi Millie. How are you? All right, let's go back over here because I feel like doing more of this. So one of the lovely things that the game does allow that you can do, that anyone can do. Hey, these aren't these cute? I love these small ones. They remind me of like Swedish cottages, like Swedish summer homes on the lakes. They're so cute. One of the things that everyone can do, which is very lovely, is a lot of our things have props to them. Most of the expansions do as well. And they're really easy to use, and anyone can use them. And I highly recommend you do, if you can. Find spots where you can use them. You can use them in most spots. I wish I could rotate a little bit more finically, but I can't. Because I'm not playing on my computer. Is this the promenade pack? Most of what we have here is... I think this is European suburbia. Mostly. I think we're using European suburbia down here. Oh, actually no. Yeah, this is European suburbia. Some of the stuff up here, like these two front buildings here, are Seaside Resorts. Obviously, fishing is from Industries. This is also Seaside Resorts. It's a lovely big, like, promenade type thing. It doesn't really like it. That's the problem, because we're playing through Parsec, and Parsec doesn't recognize hold and doesn't recognize holding of buttons. It only recognizes clicks. So we kind of have to play around it a bit. You know, I think this house needs a bigger sandbox. Yeah. I'm technically playing on a computer that is in the office. And I am not in the office. Henceforth, something won't work as expected. I think we need a little sample. I'm gonna put a little signpost right here. I feel like right here we need a little signpost. And then maybe we can put some kayaks down. Probably not in the industrial area, but like right here we can say people have been kayaking or are planning on kayaking. I think that'd be quite nice. Maybe in one of like the more like over here we can do like a couple picnic benches. Like right here. A couple picnic benches. It's just small detailing. You can do a lot of it with just the props that are available in base game. Base game does come with quite a few props. They do have access to that everyone has access to. This is all plazas and promenade stuff. It doesn't really... None of that comes with props, but you do have props with the pedestrian area, plazas locations, so you can have little ice cream shops. You know, there might be a little ice cream shop, like right here. Why not? Why wouldn't there be? And then obviously, if you have a lovely new expansion called Mid-Century Modern, then you gain access to these lovely carports, which they will actually use. So you can add little carports to your city. Places that make sense. It didn't make sense over there, but you know. Now we do also have some lovely new roads for everyone. These were part of these were part of the free DLC. We do have these 2-lane roads with sidewalks, which I think are one of the cutest things. It won't let me upgrade this one because it just won't. Hello? Because they're part of the building. You got quite wide sidewalks, but have no parking, which I think is good. I think it was definitely needed. It's definitely something that like I'm gonna use right here. Feel. I tend not to use them for my like regular, like the main road, But for these kind of side roads, I think they're pretty cool. Obviously there's a lot of parking going on over here for everyone that lives on these roads, which I think works really well. But I also don't want them to park over there, so I'm just gonna switch them to this road. Is there only a one tile road? No. No. I think even the one ways aren't one tile. I mean, the only actual one tile road that you would technically have would be like the highway on off ramp, which is a one way, or like the bus only route. Other than that, there's no real one way, like, or even a dual carriageway that's like very narrow. These 2-lane ones with wide sidewalks are a lot narrower, and you could finagle them to be very narrow. But there's no really narrow narrow roads. I mean, you can also have these with like one ways. They do have a one-way variety. But other than that, yeah, not really. Obviously, they all also come in like with grass or trees and no parking, but there's no real super narrow road as far as I can remember. Love the fuel buses. Can't stand standing coaches. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the fuel buses, the biofuel buses. They're really cute. I like the little hump they have. I don't know why, but I really like the little hump they have. Makes them feel cuter somehow. And then we just have a little bit of like a highway service going up. Now, one of the reasons that we did start this little village thing we've got going on over here is because we needed industry, so we went with fishing. And one of those, I kind of want to expand on that a little bit, and do a little bit of farming on this side. However, I am first going to forest this area up a little bit over here, kind of create this natural boundary. And I'm gonna follow kind of this contour up to where the farm area is. It's obviously gonna thin as we go in here, and then we'll start filling out this farm area, I feel. Which we can do. How effective warehouses are in Manila? I've seen modders use improved cargo flow, however in Manila they don't seem to work that well. I'm missing a trick. They are still incredibly useful. They work in the same way. The only thing that mods will do is mostly increase their capacity. But yeah, they work in the same way. They take a little bit of finagling and making sure that you assign them properly and that you have enough industry to actually fill them, because some of the time the industry won't go through the warehouses, it will just directly leave. And if you don't have enough to kind of fill the capacity you have in your warehouses, just won't. It just won't. Yeah. Like, our fish production isn't high enough here to warrant needing more, I guess, is the answer. So this one's quite big. This one's now growth 3 out of 5. When it reaches 5 out of 5, and this starts to fill up. So all industries all of these industry buildings from the industry DLCs have like a small built-in warehouse of some storage. This one has 32 tons. This one has 40. This one has 40. And then once these get full is when it would start exporting to a warehouse. If there was a warehouse needed. But if you had a processing facility that would take it, that had capacity to take it, then it would go there. And then if you still didn't have enough processing capacity, then it would go into a warehouse, and then from a warehouse it could be exported or kept. So it's kind of a slightly more complicated chain of events, I guess, is the best way to put it. Now, the city is also asking for some commercial demand. So we're just gonna give them a little bit more commercial over here. Like a low density commercial. Just kind of like on the edge. We're gonna start kind of merging this into the rest of town, so it doesn't look quite as I want to say desperate. It's not. Desperate is not the word I'm looking for. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but desperate isn't the word. Desolate, despaired, discouraged, disparate. Is disparate a word? Might be. So yeah. I'm just gonna do this. Ooh. Something has happened. Shit. Oh! Oh! Am I back? Am I back? Hello? What happened? Something has happened, and I can't tell if it was on my end or not on my end. We're good? Okay. As long as we're good. I have no idea what happened. Yeah, I think it was my side that kind of pooped itself a little bit. I don't know. Which map do you like best out of the 5 maps that came out with PNP? I have quite a fondness for actually the map we're using here, which is the I want to say Venetian map, but this map, this island kind of Venice type thing we got going on. I feel like that's my favorite probably. We're having garbage problems though. Let's resolve them. Is the incinerator full? Oh yeah, the incinerator's full. Yeah, I don't know what happened. For a moment there, I fully lost control of everything. And the chat disconnected, and I was very confused. But this is my favorite. This kind of Venetian map. I don't remember what it's actually called. But yeah, this is my favorite out of all of them. Okay, we're starting to have some power issues. Playing modded? No, we're playing vanilla. Can I add a geothermal plant in? Probably won't be the most efficient. But I prefer it over any of the polluting ones. But it's a really nice, like, little map. Finally, vanilla. Thanks for that. We do enjoy playing vanilla. We also do enjoy playing modded, so you kind of get a little bit of both from us, I suppose. Yeah. Oh my god, these buttons. I'm just gonna do a little bit more zoning along like this route, I guess. Gonna also grab things. Just a little like regular path. Just gonna run it, like connect these in a couple places. Kind of fill out this area a little bit. Maybe connect them like this and then like run one down. Nope, don't connect. There we go. But yeah, we do enjoy playing vanilla. Obviously, we play with all the expansions and DLCs. But we do enjoy a little bit of vanilla. Well, we are always glad to see people enjoy the vanilla game as well, obviously. Yeah, just doing a little bit of painting over here. Because we do enjoy vanilla ourselves. Vanilla can be a lot of fun, and you can do a lot of really detailed, beautiful builds in it. Which some people won't believe. And they tell us it's impossible. But we can tell you, it is not. So yeah, it's always quite enjoyable to see. I think this works really well over here. Good. So as we fill up like more and more of this area, I think it's gonna start looking better and better. I'm gonna grab a little bit of trees, a little bit of palm trees. I'm gonna do a little bit of palm tree construction over here. Just like so. To fill out this area a little bit more. So it doesn't look as empty. Keyboard says it always blows his mind what some vanilla players come up with. I agree. I 100% agree. Especially when we see what some players are capable of doing, even like a little bit modded, but using vanilla assets. You got Builder's Block. Builder's Block is a real thing. I'm not gonna knock that because it's something that I suffer from occasionally. And that is, it is the worst. I think for some reason it decided over here to go European. I guess we are playing a European themed map. So these all went European. Let's rectify that real quick. I'm just gonna You can overlap normal districts with well, any other district. What is builder's block? So builder's block would be when you're struggling to get inspiration on what to build or what to construct or what to do. That would be builder's block. Where you would, you know, load up a map and then sit there and be like, I don't know what to do. Like, just look at it and stare at it. So that will kind of be builder's block, I suppose. Now, here we have a good example. Look, an emergency service vehicle has rolled up into the pedestrian area. It's already put the fire out. Into the pedestrian area. And it being useful. So, emergency service vehicles can obviously get into pedestrian areas. So yeah. We apparently had quite a fire here as well. So while you won't get normal cars, when you won't get normal cars, you will get emergency service vehicles. If you have time to watch YouTube videos for inspiration, yeah. So do I. I also like using, watching, I like going through Google Maps. Google Maps is another thing that I just like going through. These are modern city centers. They don't really like small bits. It's a little bit funky, but it's working. I'm gonna add some little density on this side as well. Yeah, it's like over here. We're just gonna. It's hard for vanilla to replicate it. It's yes, but you can still do a lot. You just kind of have to find maybe a different approach to it. Oh, there's a bookstore and a bookstore. Is there gonna be another bookstore? There's another bookstore. This town is very learned. All they want to do is read. It's a bookstore about bookstore palace, bookpocalypse. I'm just gonna cut these off a little bit so that they don't get too big. It's a bookalypse. A bookalypse? What's this? State City Organic Foods. It's a bookalypse. To be fair, the office is a bookalypse. I am one of those people who buys too many books. Because I do like reading and I do read them, but I buy too many. Now, we still need more industry, so I am going to go and create an industrial area. We're going to floopity bloop. We're just gonna create this into a farm area because we do need it. Yeah, just gonna bloop, 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 bloop. What are the plans for the city that has happened? It was not easy to buy a warehouse and call it a library. I call my office a library often. You heard that technically once it's over 1,000 books, it's a library. So probably have hit that. Maybe? We might be close. Honestly. We do have a lot of books. Where's kind of the center of this? It's kind of over here. Okay. We do have a lot. I do have a lot of books. Like a lot of books. I'm kind of embarrassed by the amount of books. What are the plans for the city that skyscrapers? Maybe. We're just kind of deciding as we go. Can never have too many books. True. True. Speaking of books, chat, what are some of your favorite books? Because I need more ideas. I need more ideas. Oh, the game was saving there for a second. Also, I don't know why, but I feel like this should have its own water tower. Does anyone else feel... For you, it's all history nerd books. You're a nerd. See, for me, it's a lot of autobiography books. I love autobiographies. So that's one of the big ones for me. It always has been autobiographies. I don't know why, but yeah, autobiographies are the one that I tend to. Be the most drawn to, I guess, is the best way to put it. We should put an orchard behind the house. Come on. There's a little orchard, like right behind the house. And they're gonna do apples. Look at it. Oh, so good. So good. I'm in love. Just gonna bring like a small path up to it. And then towards this kind of water tower thing we've got going on here. I wish I could change the trees on this house. Like a little orchard, and then we can do like, well, one like medium-sized field. Maybe a small animal pasture. Let's do an animal pasture. And they're gonna have cows. Cows, yeah. Oh, I wanna... Can't beat me, games. You can't beat me, game. I'm too good. And then maybe... Like, I feel like it needs a cattle shed right next to it. Because this is gonna do cattle. And the cattle need the sheds. This does need crops. So, oh, and we need power. Probably a good idea to give them some power. I think this is gonna be a modern farm. I wish I could fit that in somehow. I will make it work. But they're gonna be a modern farm. They're gonna produce their own power. And then we just need a little bit of crops for this. So we're gonna take this. We're also gonna... I'm gonna put a small grain silo in somewhere. I'm gonna find a spot where I can like fit in a grain silo. Maybe a big grain silo? No, a small grain silo. Like right over here. Look at it, it goes. It fits so well. So good. So good. All right, and then we need fields. My problem with these fields right now is that I don't like any of them. Being very, very pedantic. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna lay them out in a specific way that makes me happy. So this produces crops. So we're gonna do corn and more corn. Might even do a little bit more corn. But this will produce crops. And this should satisfy our industrial demand quite a bit. So then these crops are going to be taken to the animal pasture, which will then be made into animal products. We're just going to keep it vague like that. So the storage mode right now is set as balanced. This will accept crops. And it will then go here. And then we can use, there should be there's a processing facility. Is there a south facility for this? Actually, this I think goes directly to the places it needs to go on. Look at now we have cows. Look at them! Look at the cows! Look at all them chickens. I don't know why, but I really like cows. Cows are adorable. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. There we go. Pause the game. Excellent. So yeah, we have crops that are being brought in and out. There's way too many leaving. So we might build a little bit of a like a little bit of an industrial area down here. just for them. Like just like down here maybe. Or we're just gonna do warehouses. Maybe like a small warehouse yard, and then on the opposite side, or not like maybe not a huge warehouse, but like another warehouse. Balanced. You're gonna store animal products. You are going to store animal products as well. They don't have power. Them I'm just gonna connect with the power grid from like right here. There we go. So this should slowly start filling up with trucks. Again, set them to balanced. We'll be like filling, importing, exporting, basically. So you can have these kind of small industrial areas set up around that aren't necessarily, that's furniture, bakery. I don't remember which one's which anymore. But you can have also these big unique buildings put in. I mean, I like them, but I also don't tend to use them a lot because they're huge. And it requires a lot of different resources that, unless you're able to produce all of them, you have to start importing, and that kind of starts clogging up your city a little bit. And then I'm just gonna take a. Getting bit by warehouse would be awful, having to hide in industrial areas during full moon. Wouldn't that be you'd get if you got bit by a warehouse, every time you would go by an industrial area you would turn into a warehouse, into a crate. You would turn into a crate. Is that the version of it? You turn into a crate. Might have to talk to the Bloodlines team and get that in. Like, is that the new way of doing it? Like the new kind of supernatural thing? A crate. I feel like that's a very like SCP thing. Google Maps is best. I agree. What else should we do, chat? I mean, we can always expand our little farming area. Pain in the ass, but because you try to rotate and use it like a CS camera. Yes, I know that problem. I'm gonna add another cow plantation. A cow plantation, that's a new term. If you didn't know, there are cow plantations. This one's gonna have highland cows. Meows. Just doesn't work like that. No, it doesn't. But you love the 3D view and traffic info. So do I. I don't know. There's something about it. It's very cool. I feel like this won't be complete unless I put something in here. And I don't know what. So let's figure it out together. Maybe like a large orchard. And they're gonna grow pears. I don't know why pears, but pears is what I've decided they're growing here. And then we're just gonna I'm gonna make it horrible onto that. I hate my life. I don't like it. I do not like it. Instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab another one of these small ones. I want it to be a greenhouse, but not this greenhouse. So it's gonna be another set of apples. Because Jesus, that was terrifying. Just gonna create a new. There we go. It'll have water in a minute. But yeah, now we just have more crops. And we might need to add another large like silo in, because it looks like we might have a bit too many. So we'll do a big silo right over there. Which is balanced. Just set to balanced. There we go. Oh, we got a little farm area going on. We can look at the info. So it is currently producing crops into animal products. It doesn't have much output because it's not exporting yet because it's not full. Same with crops. It's not exporting. We're not importing. We've just leveled up. We're not importing yet. We can do improved logistics. It makes it a little bit more expensive. And we're gonna do worker safety, which will lower like our general. It will lower the amount of vehicles, but it will also lower our profits a little bit. Currently, our pollution is minus 10%. Which I think is pretty good. But yeah, this output, because it's not a continuous stream of goods, will sometimes be 0. Sometimes will be 100. Sometimes it'll be like in the thousands. So it kind of really depends. Also, our upkeep is huge because we did our industrial area is super large. We're gonna level up again soon. Right, back to the city. We do need some more residential. Yes, I'm eating chroma key snacks. They're actually cookies, and they're really delicious. They're my favorites. But for some reason, the chroma key doesn't seem to think they exist. And it just decided they do not exist. Not close, not these ones. We won't find a good angle here, so. I'm going to create a couple areas over here. Like so. They're not perfect. I don't want them to be perfect. I want it to be kind of weird and jaggedy. So that we can kind of pull it in. I didn't use the the tool that auto builds it because I don't want it to be auto built or auto zoned. Because I want to create it as its own area. Now the reason I want to do it as its own area is because I am going to not implement the wall-to-wall policy over here. So that they kind of basically so that they build a less, actually not those, like a more natural kind of looking area. Now because this is its own separate area, it is going to need its own separate facilities, which I can never find. So we're just gonna place one over here. This will take care of this pedestrian area because it's only this pedestrian area. Policies, we're gonna do actually none of them. And this will just build residential. We could overlap it with another zone to not make it build residential. Which I actually might. I'm gonna overlap it with a regular zone over here. And make it build, I don't remember what it's called. I want to say like downtown. Modern city center. So that starts kind of making them high density. City Skylines host living like royalty, having cookies while rest only get pizza. How is that a good... Like, how is that a good trade-off? How does that work? Like, I want pizza. Is someone gonna get me pizza? Without that new DLC. We're back to TLC. We do have all the DLCs, but for some reason it's still decided that it's gonna build European here. What's the plan today? We're not gonna go chasing waterfalls. We're gonna stick to the lakes and the rivers we're used to. We're gonna have it our way or no way at all. We think we're going too fast. Cookies stay edible longer, take less space, and can be dunked into coffee. They don't last longer because I eat them. They might take less space. But only because I've eaten them. Yeah. And it's the same with pizza, honestly. It doesn't take less space because I eat it. Bearded Maddie is back. Bearded Maddie is here to stay for another, I think, several weeks. So you're just gonna have to get used to me, Cuboid. Cuboid? Nax. Cuba is already used to me. Skyline new DLC, did you subscribe? Yes? Of course. We made it, we subscribed to it. You guessed your cube now? Yeah, move it, update when. Cookies on the tin, however, is bad deal. Those tins never have cookies in them. Oh, I know. It's always so disappointing. However, now that I'm an adult and I go to the store myself, I am capable of buying the actual cookies that they're supposed to be. So that makes me quite happy. And it's something I quite enjoy. And they are quite good. They're not bad. They aren't bad. Why don't I create like a little something in here? I'm trying to decide what. That's why I'm just looking through things. Let's use props from here. Let's find some sort of a... Actually, we'll use these ones. And find some sort of a thing that we can use in between here. It's gonna make it look cute. I didn't place it properly. So it disappeared. Maybe those won't work. Do we have some planters? Where are my planters? I know we have some planters somewhere. In regular work. The fact that I cannot, for the life of me, orient these properly bothers me. You know what? I'm just gonna use these hedges. We're not gonna use those hedges. We're not gonna use these hedges. No. We're just gonna we're gonna use a bush. Gonna go small. Find bush. And just use bushies. Come on. I believe in you. Just gonna use bushies. Little tiny bushies. How much time have we got left? How much time have we got left, chat? Are these emergency bushies? Are these panic bushies? They're panic bushies. They're panic bushies. At least 69 seconds. Yes, probably. These are panic bushes. We gotta get these bushes in. Make it look prettier. Make it look prettier. Oh, there's some panic trees. Oh, I quite like these. Why not use some modules? What do you mean by modules? Modules, that's a very broad term. We need more. We need more. I have all the DLC. Wait, why does this not, why is this not, wait, I thought we changed the bushes on these. Oh my god, we didn't change the trees on the road. Oh! Quick, quick, Chad, gotta fix this. I knew we were missing something. Pew, pew. Quickly, get the palm trees rolling out. There we go. We must continue our palm tree fantasy even if this bit has decided not to cooperate with us. Oh, you mean as in mods? We don't use mods. We're doing a vanilla stream. So we're using only vanilla options and abilities. Yeah. Is it possible there is a bug normal parks that I place in pedestrian zones have no effect on happiness? Head over to our forums and report it. And we might be able to do something about it. Oh. What's going on over here? It is not. It's just not being. It doesn't want to do modern city center. What if I switch it to mid-century modern? Because I know mid-century modern has some things. And then it just decides to go European. Got it. We'll just switch to default style for now. We could, although we could. Commercial. Switch it to organic and local products, which does also have quite a nice custom style. But that's it, chat. There's 4 minutes left. It's time for me to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Because we have no more time.